going to be exploring plant-based cooking with one of my favorite traditional foods, Mexican food. So many wonderful flavors and textures to play with. So one of the ones that I find most difficult to find is healthy taquitos. Usually they're deep fried. So we're going to be exploring a plant-based air fried version today, which is going to utilize lots of fun flavors. And then we're going to finish off with a Mexican cilantro salad. I think you're going to love it. You're going to start off with a mixture of mushrooms. I usually buy 2 packages of whole mushrooms. I like to mix the baby bell with the white mushrooms. Just gives it a more meaty flavor. There tends to be quite a bit of dirt on these, so I give them a good rinse and drain, and then we're going to cut off the tips and chop them up. Once you've washed off all the dirt, you're going to take the mushrooms, chop off the bottoms, and dice them up into small pieces. Okay, the next ingredient is going to be bell peppers. You can choose any color that you like. I personally love the sweetness of the really deep red bell peppers. They can be a little difficult for some people to digest, so sometimes I do recommend charring the skin first, which just means putting it on a dry skillet until it gets kind of papery and black, and then you can wipe off the skin really easily, and I'll show you. Okay, using a nice hot skillet, you're just going to place the bell peppers skin side down on the skillet. It should start to sizzle as the skin is getting seared by that heat. And you're just going to leave them on here until they get kind of blackened. Okay, these have been going for a little while now, so let's take a look. Yeah, so see how it's kind of blackened and blistering? That's what you want. And this step is only important to improve digestibility. Now we're going to cook the mushrooms, the onions, and the bell pepper. With plant-based cooking, if you want to keep that low fat and whole food, you would just add some broth to the pan to keep things from sticking and to help things to cook. If you wish to use a little olive oil or avocado oil or something like that, that's your choice too. And then I'm just using about 2 cups of mushrooms, 1 cup of the onion. And I've let that cook down a little bit. Mushrooms release a lot of water during cooking, and you don't want to disturb it too much because that helps the mushrooms to crisp up and have good flavor. But I am going to go ahead and add 1 cup of the diced roasted red pepper. You can buy jars of roasted red peppers already done if you prefer to do that. But we're just going to let this thing cook for a little while to develop all the good flavors. All right, that is cooking down and the onions are turning translucent. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of garlic, 2 tablespoons, actually it's about 1 clove, but I do a little bit more, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and 1 can of black beans rinsed and drained. And let that mix in. Now, if you've been doing anything with nutrition lately and looking out for your health, you've probably heard about riced cauliflower. So you can get it fresh, prepped in the produce section, but I got this package in the frozen section just because it's all ready and easy to go, pretty inexpensive. It's just cauliflower that's been chopped up in tiny pieces. So we're going to incorporate that, add a little seasoning, and get ready to roll. Just adding in the cauliflower, and I'm going to add about 4 teaspoons of taco seasoning. Of course, you can adjust this to taste. And a nice squeeze of lemon juice. Just gives it a really nice flavor. Try not to get any seeds in there. And we'll give that a stir. And our filling for our taquitos is almost ready. Okay, so first you warm up the tortillas. I just like to put them in the microwave with a warm towel. Put about a tablespoon right through the center, and then just make a really nice tight little roll. And that is your taquito. I'm gonna do 1 more here. All right, and once these are all ready, I'm going to spray them with some avocado cooking oil and put them in the fryer. And then you just place the taquitos into your air fryer. Try to keep them together. I have this set at 320 degrees and they should cook for at least 8 to 10 minutes until crispy. And you might need to do several batches as you're going through your filling. Timer has gone off And our taquitos are all done and they're nice and crispy and ready. Now you could serve the taquitos with just a hot sauce or a pico de gallo, but I just mixed up some guacamole and I cannot wait to try this. So good. And we're going to serve the taquitos alongside a really simple, beautiful Mexican Caesar style salad. We're just going to be blending up some cilantro, 1 bunch with the stems removed and washed, 2 cloves of garlic, and about half of a lime or a full lime, depending on how much you like it, 3 or 4 green onions, good size amount of that, about 3 ounces of soft tofu, a half cup of vegan mayonnaise, some garlic and onion powder, and these are the secret ingredient, some tamed jalapeno peppers. After your dressing is all done blending, you're just going to toss it gently with romaine lettuce, and I like some angel hair cabbage for crunch. Keep it real simple. All we have left to do is plate up lunch. So your beautiful Mexican Caesar salad. Now, of course, you could put croutons or something like that too if you were doing something different, but the taquitos stand in beautifully for your lunch there. So there you have it, a beautiful plant-based meal featuring some of the wonderful flavors of Mexico. I hope you enjoy.